好，人手注意，想离开水面，预备。
Hi, this is Jared Davidson, and this video is on the Dragonboat Festival. So it's the Dragonboat Festival here in Asia. It started yesterday, and yesterday I rode in the Dragonboat Races. Now I'm going to show you footage from our race in just a moment, but I want to first give you a very brief history of the Dragonboat Festival. So the story begins with a character called Chu Yuan, and Chu Yuan was a very faithful servant to his king. Loyal, hardworking, just a true, genuine, honest guy. So Chu Yuan was a minister, and he gained favor with the king because he was such a good servant, but this made the other ministers jealous. So they did their best to slander him behind his back, and they were successful. They got the king to banish him. Get out! Out! So he was banished, and despite being banished, he continued to serve his empire by writing beautiful poetry and beautiful stories, and he's renowned for that. But then later on, the kingdom, the capital, fell to another empire, another kingdom, and this drove him into depression. Now there's a bit of controversy about whether it was out of depression or if it was out of sacrifice, but he ended up walking into this river and committing suicide, either depressed suicide or sacrificial, martyrdom kind of suicide. Anyway, after he committed suicide, people realized that he was actually a really good guy. Good. So they went out to try and find his body. Now they couldn't find his body, but they looked and they looked, and they rowed these boats up and down the river, dragon boats, and that's where the story, where Dragonboat races come from, rowing these boats up and down the river, looking for Chu Yuan's body. So they went up and down the river, they couldn't find the body, then they became concerned that the fish were going to eat his flesh. So they wanted to stop the fish from eating his remains, so they threw rice into the river. And this is why we have rice dumplings during the Dragonboat Festival. So we celebrate the Dragonboat Festival with rice dumplings and Dragonboat races. And that's what I did yesterday, is the Dragonboat races. So the Dragonboat races are a lot of fun. Dragonboat Festival is all about family, friends, doing stuff together, doing all these activities, checking out the Dragonboat races, enjoying rice dumplings. So we joined a Dragonboat rowing team with our elementary school, and we didn't practice nearly as much as we should. We started practicing 2 weeks ago. Our first practice was not a very productive one, but fortunately we were able to get a national team rower to instruct us, and she gave us some really good tips on how to row. You've got to stretch your hands forward and you kick back with your legs, digging into the water, using your legs more than anything else, leaning forward and kicking. And you dig it in with the beat of a drum. You see in the boat, there's a drummer in the front, which is one of your team members, and then a bunch of rowers, and then there's a person who steers at the back. So we practiced 2 weeks ago. We had one productive practice at the end, but we looked at the competition. Really good teams of like really ripped, strong guys, high school kids, just guys who are very serious. So do you think we're going to survive the first race?
I think we'll survive it just fine.
I mean, like survive as in get to the next round. Survive.
I think we will. I think we will.
I don't mean to be negative, but I heard that one of the teams racing for the first round, got to the finals last time. So, and we barely got through to the second round last time, so I guess I should be more optimistic, but considering what I just told you, do you think we're going to get through to the second round? Yeah. What do you think?
Be more optimistic. Don't be negative. Just be positive. That's right. And have fun.
I am positive, but I'm also very realistic.
Positively sure.
Positively sure. We're going to.
Now, this is my 4th time rowing in the Dragonboat Festival. And I kind of wanted to, you know, be a bit more competitive, but, you know, it's not really about that. It's mainly about fun. And that's the reason why most of us were rowing, not to really win, but just to have fun. So the Dragonboat Race was yesterday. Now, during the practice, there's no one there. It's really nice to come and watch the people rowing during the practice because you can get a good sense of things without the crowds of people, and you can get some nice photos, and it's quite fun, a nice vibe. But that's nothing compared to the vibe during the actual Dragonboat Festival. There's so many people that come, and it's not just about the Dragonboat races. There are these markets. There's the street is just crowded full of people just walking around, chatting, shopping. There are drinks to be bought, there's food, all kinds of street foods to be purchased. There are stores where you can do DIY activities, where you can play games, like a night market game kind of situation. And it's just a lot of fun. So the night market on the street is fun by itself, and it starts you know, in the late afternoon, runs all the way into the night. So you can spend a whole night enjoying the DIY activities and the food, as well as the Dragonboat races. So our Dragonboat race, we arrived there at 6. Why are you laughing? What's so funny? What's so funny? What's so funny? Come on, now I really want to know. What's so funny? We stretched, we sat down on the ground, we practiced our formation, and we practiced the rhythm. And when the drummer, who was the director from our school, hits the drum, that means you got to dig your oar into the water and pull. So you got to follow the beat, and you got to, for the first 20, we go faster, like 1, 2, and we count for the first 20. And then the tempo slows down, and then at the end we speed up again. So we've practiced all of that, and then we went into the tent, got our life jackets on, and we saw who we were rowing against. Just about a row, Dragonboat Festival. Pretty sure we're going to lose, but it's not about winning, it's about having fun. So let's see how it goes. The team that we were rowing against were quite intimidating, so we didn't really have much hope of winning, but we were really just there for fun, and we did our best to have a lot of fun. Yes, yes. We count 10 twice, and then no more counting. Yeah. Good erotically. Erotically, yeah. You gotta. So it was our time to row. We got on board the boat. I was right in the front, right in front of the drummer there. Yeah, the green. Niger. Green one, here. Okay, so I'm in first. One more. 还没有，等一下，旁边退一下，来退，退，退。 And then you get ready, back up, get the boat into position. The steersman is provided by the Dragonboat organization. We just provide the rowers. So the steersman steers us into position as we row, and then a guy holds the boat.
When say ready, we say oh!
Erratically.
Oh! Okay!
Okay! We're all ready to go, and then before we begin the race, we have a cheering match. So they will announce each team, and we'll cheer.
抢水道持红色奖的是金城国中，银水道持绿色奖的是台南市博爱国小。华丽路交终点，请准备。
喂，再来！
好，选手注意，想离开水面，预备。
Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Those first 20, you have energy, but then you keep going and it gets tiring and your muscles start getting stiff and you start getting sore. But you keep going, you keep digging the oars in, and everyone's getting quite tired and the other team are way ahead of us.
Slipped there in the beginning.
It's over. 这样还很快啊，对不对？It's my exercise for the year. All right, guys, it's Miller time.
We end up not only losing, I mean, only 2 teams were racing. So, I mean, we came second out of 2. But then when they tally up the times of all the teams, we were by far the slowest of all. But nonetheless, such an awesome experience to be there with the crowds of people standing there cheering you on. People just gathered along the railings of the canal. Everywhere along the canal where the race is happening, there are people watching and cheering. And especially because we're a team of foreigners, we get extra attention and people are extra happy and supportive. So we had a great time. Even though we came second, we were still really enthusiastic and cheering on at the end.
Thank you. Salute! Okay. Boom shakalaka!
Boom shakalaka! Boom 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 shakalaka!
And then the boat pulls us back to the starting position, and we do a salute and we're waving at everybody, and it was really exciting, really fun.
Ready?
Salute!
那是台南市博爱国小的国际行动英语联队，成绩是2分。这第2名要跟下一个场次的。
Well, guys, we came second, eh?
Yeah!
Not bad, not bad.
Like I said, it's my 4th time, and each time is a lot of fun. It's a great way to experience the Dragonboat Festival. So of all the teams, we cheered the loudest, but we rowed the slowest. The loudest cheer, the slowest row. But that's okay. We probably had the most fun. We had a lot of fun. And if you have an opportunity to row in the Dragonboat races during the Dragonboat Festival, definitely do it. It's a hell of a lot of fun. Otherwise, you can go check out the Dragonboat races. A lot of fun to watch and just to get into the vibe of the markets and the whole vibe. There's also musical performances. There's a stage there, people handing out things, all kinds of activities. The whole vibe is really cool. So go down to a Dragonboat race during the Dragonboat Festival if you get the opportunity. It's a lot of fun. Eat some rice dumplings. So that's it. That's Dragonboat Festival in a nutshell. Duan Ujie is what it's called in Chinese. So Duan Ujie Kuai Le. Happy Dragonboat Festival. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Lots of tech videos coming up. Be sure to subscribe and like. I'd really appreciate that. Catch you in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye.